In a city where everything is measured by money, what's the real value of love? Let's dive into Materialists, a film that offers a very different answer. The story begins with Lucy, a professional matchmaker in New York City. She's excellent at her job, with 9 successful marriages to her name. But ironically, she's still single herself. That 9th marriage was a huge deal for her matchmaking agency. A rich, attractive man marrying an equally wealthy and beautiful woman. At the wedding, the groom's brother, Harry, takes an interest in Lucy and strikes up a conversation. In New York, money and height are everything for men looking to marry. And Harry seems to have it all: tall, rich, good-looking, basically the perfect husband material. Lucy even suggests finding someone for him, just like she did for his brother. But then we meet John, Lucy's ex. He's now working as a waiter at the same wedding. Financially, he's in a bad spot, still living with roommates and unable to afford his own place. Because of his situation, he never had the courage to ask Lucy to marry him. Back at the wedding, Harry asks Lucy for a dance. While dancing, he tries to flirt, but Lucy shuts him down, saying, "I'm not right for you." Harry asks, "Then what does your ideal man look like?" Lucy replies, "Someone so rich, I'll never have to worry about money again." After the party, John gives Lucy a ride home. Lucy is torn between 2 worlds, love and wealth. She imagines herself in a relationship with John, but then reality kicks in. John just can't afford a life with her. She tells herself, "Maybe I should just give up on love." The next day, Lucy interviews a few new clients, and all of them are extremely picky. They all expect a custom-built partner to match their impossible standards. The older men want women under 20, with perfect bodies, PhDs, and angelic faces. The women want men over 6 feet tall, with elite degrees, chiseled bodies, and massive bank accounts. And none of them are willing to compromise even a little. Lucy is mentally drained from all these unrealistic expectations, but still she puts on a smile and gives them hope. Meanwhile, Harry starts dating Lucy. She, being the matchmaking pro, interviews him like a client, digging into his values, personality, and life choices. Eventually, she says, "You're a 10 out of 10. You've got everything: height, wealth, body, manners, education. But we don't match. I grew up poor and had to work for everything. Sure, I'm stable now, but you could easily date younger, prettier women." But Harry refuses to walk away. He says, "I'm not about material stuff. You're worth far more than that to me." He asks her out, and Lucy accepts. She goes to Harry's apartment, and they begin a relationship. Meanwhile, Lucy finds the perfect match for one of her clients, Sophie. Sophie, a 39-year-old woman, beautiful, educated, and wealthy, doesn't want to spend the rest of her life alone. But because of her age, most of her dates don't even make it to a second meeting. Still, she refuses to compromise on any of her high standards. Lucy sets her up with a new guy, but on their very first date, things take a dark turn. He assaults her. Sophie files a complaint against the matchmaking agency, and it turns out everything the guy told them was a lie. When Lucy hears the news, she's consumed with guilt. From that moment on, everything changes for her. She finally starts telling her clients the truth. The real things she's always held back, especially when they show up with ridiculous standards. But most of them don't want to hear it, and end up canceling their memberships. Her boss gives her some time off, hoping a little trip will help her reset. One night, while Lucy is at Harry's place, she notices a scar on his leg. Harry tells her, "My brother and I spent a fortune on limb-lengthening surgery. We both gained 6 inches. Ever since, women can't get enough of us." Lucy responds, hurt and disillusioned. "I've thought about this a lot. I'm just not in love with you. And you're not in love with me either. No amount of money can create that feeling." Harry says, "It's hard for me to fall in love." Lucy replies, "But when you truly love someone, it's not hard. It becomes easy." Lucy immediately goes to see John, wanting to stay with him for a while. But John, who never felt worthy of her, is embarrassed to show her his small, messy apartment. Instead, he says, "Let's just go for a drive." While driving, they pass a wedding truck John works for. Lucy says, "Let's crash the party." At the wedding, they sit together and start judging the bride and groom. Lucy says, "Here's what's gonna happen. The love fades, the fights start, Sex disappears, they have a baby just to fix things, then comes the cheating, and finally, divorce. John asks, if that's the case, why do people even get married? Lucy answers, fear of being alone, pressure from others, and false hope that their lives won't turn out like their parents. They dance at the wedding. Then they kiss. But suddenly John pulls away and walks out of the party. He asks, what are you doing? Are we getting back together? Lucy, still torn between John's love and Harry's wealth, says, I don't know. John, clearly upset, says, then why are you playing with me? I'm a 37-year-old man still living with roommates. I can't even pay my own bills. It makes no sense for you to waste your life on me. Lucy says, you don't want to be with me because I'm judgmental, materialistic, and emotionally shut off. I broke up with you because you had nothing. No money, no future. Even now I'm still doing the math in my head. I put you on one side of the scale, and all the hardships I might face with you on the other. That's just how I am. Right then, Sophie calls Lucy, panicking. That guy who assaulted me, he's outside my door ringing the bell. I don't have anyone else to call. Please, I need you. Lucy and John rush over to Sophie's place. When they get there, Sophie hugs Lucy tight and says, I really need a boyfriend. Someone who would come running in a moment like this, instead of me calling you. They all laugh, hug, and share this raw, emotional moment together. Later that night, we see John sleeping outside Sophie's apartment, keeping watch. He's the only one who stayed by Lucy's side, no questions asked, when things got really hard. And it's in that moment Lucy finally understands. Love isn't just compatibility. Sometimes it's about having someone who shows up, even when it's messy, even when it's hard. John says, you once asked how I could still love you after everything. Well, here's your answer. Loving you is the easiest thing I've ever done. I might not have much to offer, but I'll never stop loving you. And I promise I'll keep working on myself. For us. Lucy replies, you're the one who showed me what love actually tastes like. I love you too. And in the final scene we see a quiet, simple courthouse wedding. No extravagance, no crowd. Just two people choosing each other. So that's it. The winding, emotional journey of Materialists. A story about a love nearly lost in the chaos of ambition, wealth, and self-doubt. But in the end, Lucy made her choice. It might seem like a simple decision, but behind it is a world of personal growth. Now it's your turn. If you were Lucy, would you have picked Harry or John? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I always read what you say. And hey, if you like this recap, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and smash that red button so you don't miss the next movie breakdown. Thanks for watching. And until the next recap, take care of your heart.